'Cause I don't have a wooden horse.
Can you hear me is my question, and are you with me?
You sound good.
Oh, well, that's good. That's always good.
Check your levels.
That's always
see if you're on the level.
Yeah, you're the level man over here. I got to get my next song ready for us here.
Okay.
But Bob, why don't you explain what we're doing here tonight before we actually start to do what we're doing here?
I found out seconds ago, as usual, because we do a lot of pre-planning.
Go ahead. No, actually, I did tell you about this a while ago.
At least 15
actually
minutes.
Decided on
I
it yesterday,
exaggerate.
so yeah,
I do exaggerate. But it's the beginning of the radio station in 1961. We went on the air on my birthday, believe it or not, October 18th, 1961. I was a 13-year-old kid. Right. And what happened then was there were number one tunes in the UK and the United States, but they always didn't match up together. Sometimes the number one tune in the UK had nothing to do with what was going on in the United States, and sometimes what was going on in the United States had nothing to do with what was going on in the UK. So we're going to play the number one tunes of the years, starting with the year that WCWP went on the air as a carrier current. And then in 65, we got a FM license and went out of control. But that's the deal. So the first 4 years, you can kind of, but then after that, it's legit WCWP across the board because we've been on FM coming up on 61 years now. How about that? We outlived a lot of radio stations, including WPLJ and ORFM and what was NEWFM, et cetera, et cetera.
WABC FM.
Yes, ABC FM didn't last very long at all. But we could put it with PLJ, you know. And then had another call letter in there for a while also with like WWPR. There you go. Thank you, Alan. Seltzer here. And we're unfortunately taking over Alan's old slot here. The Groove Yard has passed on to friendly.
For this short period
it'll be in reruns for a while.
Until the new host.
The new host or the new, okay. So if you're a Groove Yard listener and you want to know what's going on, this is homecoming for the station, and that means we invite back the troublemakers.
Here I am.
Which would include Alan and Mike Riccio and myself and Mike Chimeri and Jett Lightning, who currently does the show.
They actually invite us back. I can't believe that.
I know. It's so that's the deal. So we
out
played,
of their minds, huh?
that I would assume was the UK number one, and that was by Elvis Presley, right?
Yeah, and with any luck, we'll have the United States number one. I have no idea what order these are coming in at, but hopefully I pushed the right button. If not, it'll be at random, and we'll do the whole thing at random. But actually, yeah, believe it or not, Elvis was number one for the year 1961.
In the UK.
Yeah, in the UK.
Wasn't a single here.
Yeah.
There was a Joe Dow version that we were talking about.
That's right.
But that was a single, but that wasn't number one anywhere.
That's right. And we're going to be having the song that was number one in America. Do you guys have any idea what that might be, by the way?
Theme from a Summer Place?
Which one?
Theme from a Summer Place?
1961. That was
maybe
1960.
Chubby. Maybe Chubby? I don't know.
I don't remember being chubby.
The Shirelles? No.
No?
I would have thought it was the Shirelles.
Jett thinks it's the Shirelles.
No, it's the Shirelles. It's not the Shirelles. I don't even know if I'm going to play it now. But I'm going to play. I'm going to play something now because this is flashing all sorts of strange numbers on me here. But we're going to find out what it is here. Just skip along here. We'll skip along with Mitch, and we'll see what this is. What kind of readout it is. But it'll be something from America or England. And some of these are in order. Some of them are not in order. But let's see what we got here. So anyway, this is as we move along.
WCWP.
Let's see what year it is.
The super hit sound of hits.
And what country it is.
1963.
63?
Yeah, we're skipping ahead to America in 1963. And we'll do more after this.
Oh, there's a crazy little shack beyond the tracks.
Surfing USA. Everybody's gone surfing.
So anyway, that was the number one song, Tied in America, in 1963 anyway. And
Tied with Jimmy
I don't know why
Gilmer.
they did that. Did you hear that rehearsal at the beginning?
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what makes your stuff that you put together very interesting.
They got sued.
As
for
long as I
that
could
song.
find it.
If you could find it, you got to go to push the buttons. You know,
Oh, well.
when people ask me what I do, I say I push buttons and talk,
Yeah.
hopefully in the right order.
Yeah.
And Mike, you're not doing so well so far.
Well, listen. What can I tell
He's
you?
pushing the buttons in the
No,
right
I'm
way.
pushing buttons.
The
Just nothing
talking is what the problem
nothing
is.
is coming out. That's about
That's
the,
all right.
that's about the end of it. You know, I'm doing my best here. Now
I
that
know.
doesn't
That
say what
doesn't
my
help.
best is. We don't know what my best is.
All right, start over, do over.
Yeah. Well, we're still trying. What can
All
I
right.
tell you? We're still trying here. And now how's the weather outside?
You want me to-
We need Jay for that.
It's like, yeah.
It's
Well,
70
actually, Mike, there's
do it.
no weather today because it's a strike by local 29.9 and falling. So our
Yeah.
forecast is for scattered weather over the greater Brookville area.
yeah, right.
Okay,
It's 70
sounds good.
That's our emergency broadband
I agree.
system.
It's 72
Update.
degrees.
That was
You know,
Peter
that's
the
what
meter
I'm
reader.
Yeah, Peter the Meter,
Okay. So
Dan's friend.
so let's see. Here's what we're going to do.
Okay,
All right.
start over.
We're going to start praying.
Sermonette.
No, I think we're pretty good.
Pretty
with this
good
one.
now?
Let's see what happens. Here.
Stop talking because that's
Ah, good
Yeah,
music.
I think we're good here. Should be Britain's the United States #1 that we missed before, 1961. See, I figured it out. All right, guys, here we are. You'll just have your own conversations. That's okay.
That's it.
I just talk to myself. That's all.
No problem over here. Anyway, that was so we're catching up here. Okay, we got our technical difficulties straightened out. All right, and that was the mystery #1 song in America for 1961. Remember what was #1 in Britain? Do you remember that far back? 10 minutes ago? No,
Elvis
Man,
Presley.
It was Wooden Heart.
that was Wooden Heart.
Wooden
by,
Heart.
Right.
by
Elvis Presley.
By Elvis Presley. So now we have to do some catching up. We did 1963 in the United States. That was a tie between
Gilmer and the Beach Boys.
yeah, Sugar Shack and the Beach Boys, Surfing USA. So now we got to go over to England. What do you think was #1 in England? A little bit of thought, and you might get this one. #1 song for the year in England in 1963. What do you think it was?
Beatles.
She loves you.
Beatles, and She Loves You. What do you think, Bob?
Possibly.
think so?
The Beatles. Maybe I'm going to hold your hand.
Or
Yeah,
My
yeah.
Loving.
Oh, My Loving.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think
interesting.
that came out earlier there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the order in the States might not have been the order in the UK.
Well, if we're lucky, we'll
Although
find,
we're out of order here anyway, so who cares?
we'll find out. We'll find out
We've
what it
been
is.
out of order for
That's
60
right.
odd years.
That's
yes,
right. Why
that's-
change things now?
Yeah, well, let's see. That's Mr. Jet Lightning and Bobby G and Alan Seltzer here. They're just to try to
triumvirate
mess
of
things up
mediocrity and bad taste.
completely. All right, let's see if we push the right button, we'll find out. #1 in 1963 in England.
1963. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. Love, mommy, love.
And the Beatles, you guys actually picked that one. WCWP, you know, I keep forgetting this. We're on the homecoming weekend.
Right.
And it's always fun to do this every year, and it's especially fun to do it with you guys as we ruin another couple of hours for the station. I mean, why not?
We've done so many.
Anyway, Bobby G is here, along with Mr. Jet Lightning. He used to stop up a lot during my shows. And
Absolutely.
man is a wealth of knowledge.
Well,
Alan Seltzer, of course, is also a wealth of knowledge with the Grooveyard stuff. And he was playing oldies, even the oldies acts didn't remember at the time.
Yes.
And he knows more about that than just about anybody. So it's good to have you guys here. So let's see. Bobby guessed it was a Beatles song in both the U.S. and in England, right? But you guys were up you had a good guess, House of the Rising Sun. Now, 1965.
Well,
That's
that's
kind
what
of
I'm talking about.
that's kind of odd. So we'll do the United States 1965 to start things off. Let's see which button I got to push here. Oh, you guys have any thoughts on which one? Bob, what do you think? You have any thought? 1965.
I think it's the Stones with Satisfaction.
Okay.
Me
Okay.
too.
Stones. Okay.
I'll go with that.
Well, okay. You're all going with the Rolling Stones. Let me just tell you one thing here that's kind of interesting. This song, and if I say this, it's probably going to give it away. So I'll cut your microphones off so you can't try to save yourself. But this song has the unique, and maybe the only time, song #1 for the year that was never #1 on any of the charts during the year, 1965.
Uno, dos. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pule, pule. Pule, pule. Pule, pule.
Bully, bully.
Pule, pule.
Pule,
Watch
pule.
it now, watch it. There you go. You got it, you got it.
Oh, Mr. Sam the Sham. Sam Samudio? What was it?
Domingo Samudio.
Samudio. Yeah, that sounds like it's illegal in many states.
It's on the menu.
Bob, you got any Samudio hidden in your pockets? There?
No. I just have my moderate Arab joke that I can't
Woolly
repeat on
Bully.
the air.
That's covered by my health insurance.
Woolly Bully, the only song, or one of the only songs, I don't know since then, the way they're doing the charts now, who knows, but that never got to number one on the American charts on any given week, yet there it is, number one for the year. Now, you want to guess, 1965 in England. Make your guesses, and then I'll tell you why I'm shaking my head. What do you think, Bob? 1965 in England.
Well, we got burned with the Stones, so I don't know. I don't think so.
No, but you know what?
I'll stick with the Stones.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Alan.
I'm going DC5. I'm just going. I'm clueless, but I'm.
Well, you know what?
Taking a wild guess.
Not only is this a song that you're not correct on, but this is a song you probably have never heard before.
Huh.
This was number one in England for the year of 1965. Enjoy listening to it for the first time. It was a huge hit in England. I don't think it was on any other chart anywhere. You could check Mr. Jett there, but I don't think it was. Number one in 1965.
1965.
This guy's name is Ken Todd. Or Dodd with a D. Ken Dodd. I'll figure out how to pronounce it.
Tears for souvenirs are all you left me. Once more, 2 tears of happiness.
Ken Dodd in Tears, number one in the UK in 1965. Let's move on to the next year. In the States, who could forget?
1966.
Time to salute.
Fighting soldiers from the sky, fearless men who jump and die. He'll be a man they'll test one day, have him win the Green Beret.
Yeah, Staff Sergeant Barry Sadler. Salute. Everybody salute. That's it. 1966. And that was the biggest song of the year in the United States, 1966. Hi, Bernie. Bernie Bernard just joined the Motley Crue in here. Hey. We had several hits in the 1980s. Yeah.
Motley Crue goes good
Whoa.
with Sergeant.
They've been called worse.
Whoa! There go my ears. Well, no problem with the mic level on that one. I'll tell you that. But that was 1966, and yeah, he never really had a big hit after that. I had a song called the A Team. Remember that one?
I remember.
Yeah.
Very few people do. Just me, Jett, and Alan. That's it. Nobody else remembers that song, including the people who bought it back in 1966. But that was. But
they all have memory
was,
loss now.
Yeah, that was what was going on. So anyway, we have here the homecoming weekend. That's what we're doing, and that's what we're celebrating. For our little portion of it, we always try to do something a little bit different. So this year, we're doing the biggest hits, the number one songs of the year for the United States and for England. So I think we're up to 1960. What are we up to? 1966 in England, right?
Correct.
Okay, so. We're having a little bit of fun here trying to guess who was number one in 1966 in England. I'll tell you this much: it was a hit over here in the United States too. Not nearly as big of a hit here as it was there, and it was done by a universally worldwide big act. Okay, very very big act. Some consider this probably one of the top 10 acts of all time. It's possible, especially back then. So if you'd like to stretch your minds a little bit on this, any guesses on this? Bernie would know this. Top 40 radio. She was following it diligently back then. But
We didn't live in England, so it's
no,
I got a few that I'm kicking around, but
1966. We'll see.
Cherish the Association, Mamas and Papas.
I think it was.
There we go.
Okay, wow.
What is it?
I can't believe it.
Yeah, it's Mr. Tom Jones, Green Green Grass.
The old hometown looks the same as I step down from the train, as they lay me neath the green, green grass of home.
Oh yeah, that's I always like that song. That's a good song by Tom Jones, the #1 hit in England for the year 19
Homecoming Happy Hour.
Just jump in whatever you want.
That is so
Don't let me bother you here.
depressing.
No, I'm just joking. 1967, and I used to like that song before Jett told me what it was about. I never realized that it really is like a tribute to a soldier that passed away. Is that what it is? Very sad. Honestly, I never knew that. Did you know that, Bob?
I thought it was about somebody who was in jail.
That's what I heard.
There's somebody in jail.
That he was in jail and he was thinking about the green, green grass of home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bernie, you're a Tom Jones expert.
I love Tom
She has the
Jones.
entire
Are you
Tom
kidding?
Jones collection. Yeah.
I love Tom Jones. He's
Yeah.
great. He's still going strong. He's amazing.
He's
Yeah.
still playing live.
I heard it was about a guy who was either dying or about to die and was thinking of pleasant things.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's interesting, though. Either way, see, now I got to look it up and find out. Thank the Lord for Google. What can I say? So anyway, so we're doing the hits of each year and the homecoming. Bob, do you know who's on after us here?
Yeah, Miguel and
Well, give a little bit of a plug
It's not
because we are
It's
Mikey?
Zach, I believe.
we are forgetting these people. Here you go.
Zach.
It's just
It's Zach under an assumed
there you
name,
go. There
yeah.
you go. See, I come
Oh,
to the
here we
rescue.
go. Thank
I
you.
come to the rescue. I do read my email occasionally, so just let us know what's going on after us.
it says Mikey and Miguel.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Zach.
Now I have a bone to pick with that schedule. By the way, can
You
I have
do?
that?
Sure.
I want to tell you, I was looking at everything on here. I looked at it.
It doesn't have the best of Mike Riccio. I
Well, it has
noticed.
here Bernie Bernard.
Oh, here it is. It's a
There's
2-minute
Mike, there's
show.
People out here. There's John Zoni, Seltzer with a Twist with Alan Seltzer, Jay Mirabelle. Let's see, we have here Zach Parker, we have KJ Mills, Mike Stanzer. I'm reading down the names. David Friedland, football, Bernie's Barbecue Bash.
Yeah.
And then it comes to 7 o'clock. And what's scheduled for 7 o'clock? Countdown with Riccio and Bobby G. I'm the only one without a first name around. What's going on? I look at this. What's going on with this?
You're so
Riccio-
famous, you only need a last name.
From now on, you call me Riccio.
It's kind of like Cher.
Riccio.
I think Zach's on the phone for you.
Yeah, I know.
So you can
That's right.
complain,
Do a schedule.
yeah.
Okay. Whoever on the phone, just keep ringing. We'll get to it eventually. So 1967. We're going to do 1967 now. I think, Jett, I think that you had a couple of guests in there. So while I get this all ready, why don't you give me your thoughts
Well, my opinion.
on what you think it could be
Well,
for
in the U.S.,
1967?
in my opinion, it's Lulu.
Okay.
To Start With Love.
Yeah.
To Serve with Love.
I'm going to
What
go
about-
with the artist that Dan England called Oh
What about England?
What's the year?
Oh.
Oh,
It could be the Box Tops, the Letter. It could be the Doors.
The
It
19
could be Bobby Gentry, Ode to Billy
All right,
Joe.
let's see what happened. Let's see what's going on here in the United States to start things off. We'll go with that.
1967.